ਦ ਹਰਪ੍ਰੀਤ ਸਿੰਘ ਸ਼ੋਅ ਦੇ ਅੱਜ ਦੇ ਇਸ ਐਪੀਸੋਡ ਵਿੱਚ ਆਪ ਸਭ ਦਾ ਨਿੱਘਾ ਸਵਾਗਤ ਹੈ। ਮੈਂ ਹਾਂ ਤੁਹਾਡਾ ਹੋਸਟ ਹਰਪ੍ਰੀਤ ਸਿੰਘ, ਸਰੀ, ਬ੍ਰਿਟਿਸ਼ ਕੋਲੰਬੀਆ, ਕੈਨੇਡਾ ਤੋਂ। ਅੱਜ ਦੇ ਇਸ ਪ੍ਰੋਗਰਾਮ ਵਿੱਚ ਅਸੀਂ ਡਾਕਟਰ ਕਾਲਾ ਸਿੰਘ ਨਾਲ ਗੱਲਬਾਤ ਕਰਾਂਗੇ ਅਤੇ ਸਾਡਾ ਫੋਕਸ ਰਹੇਗਾ ਧਰਮ ਕੀ ਹੈ, ਰਿਲੀਜਨ ਕੀ ਹੈ ਅਤੇ ਪੋਲੀਟਿਕਸ ਨਾਲ ਜਦੋਂ ਇਹ ਸਾਰੀਆਂ ਚੀਜ਼ਾਂ ਰਲਦੀਆਂ ਨੇ ਤਾਂ ਕਿਸ ਤਰ੍ਹਾਂ ਇਸ ਦਾ ਫਾਇਦਾ ਜਾਂ ਨੁਕਸਾਨ ਹੁੰਦਾ ਹੈ। And our talk will be in English because the idea is to reach to our youngsters. So we'll focus on what is religion, what is Dharam, and what is politics, and how it is influencing each other. Let's get over to Dr. Kala Singh, who is a Sikh scholar, and learn from him as to what he has to tell us when it is written in Guru Granth Sahib, what do we need to follow. Dr. Kala Singh ji, ji ayanu, Vaheguru ji ka Khalsa, Vaheguru ji ki Fateh.
Vaheguru ji ki Fateh, Harpreet Singh ji. As you said that today's topic is religion, Dharam and politics.
Mm-hmm.
Normally, we always hear that religion and politics should not be mixed.
Mm-hmm.
And there are countries who have their official religion, and there are countries who are secular, where it is 100% that religion and politics should not be mixed. This is what we hear. Today I will discuss this thing in detail with the historical perspective first, and then come to the Gurmat perspective. Historically, we see that there are three models. The number one is religion and politics unite. The example is the Abbasid revolution, that is of 750 AD, where the ruler, that the king, had absolute power, and the religious leaders, because when we talk about olden times, it's the Muslim time, in Indian subcontinent, and they were called ulema. So ulema joined the state as a qazi, that's a judge, mufti as the interpreter of law, mutasab as the ombudsman, and imam as a prayer leader. And they were the servants of the state, that is, servant of the king. Their responsibility was to obey the king and interpret Sharia according to the interest of the ruler, and issue fatwa, that is judgment, in favor of the ruler. And ruler, on the other hand, showed outward respect to them by inviting them to their court to deliver sermons and ask for their advice on important issues which they were already told what to say. And number two model is politics and religion are in conflict with each other. And the ruler, that the politics overpowers the religion. The example is the Sultanate period. During that time, the Sultan or the king, a question was raised whether the ruler should remain under the religious authority of Sharia. For that, some literature was produced that was called Mirror of Princes. And some important books in this regard were Kubusurnama, Siyasatnama, Nasiyat-e-Muluk, and Fatwa-e-Jahadari. In this literature, the kingship was recognized as a hereditary institution, and the ruler was addressed as Jilla Ilahi, that is, shadow of the god. So when he became shadow of the god, then the ruler is free from Sharia, and he will make his own rules and regulations. A very important example is Akbar's marriage.
Yeah.
It was Akbar's time. He married more than 4 wives. And when it was pointed out to him that the extra marriages were illegal according to Quran, he asked ulema to find a solution. And the matter was discussed in Ibadat Khana, that is called the House of Worship,
Right.
which was founded by him in 1575. The result was that one religious scholar interpreted the Holy Quran that there is a verse which says a Muslim can marry 2, 3, and 4 times, which according to him was 2 plus 3 plus 4, 9 times. Another scholar interpreted that it means 2 plus 2 plus 3 plus 3 plus 4. That means a Muslim can marry 18 times. But it was not acceptable to others. Then Abdul Qadir Badauni, a historian, suggested to Akbar that we have got a Malki school where Muta, which is a temporary marriage, was legal. And a Qazi of Malki school can legalize your marriages. So Akbar immediately appointed a Malki Qazi who issued a fatwa to legalize his extra marriages. After getting the fatwa, Qazi was dismissed by Akbar so that others cannot make use of this thing. And same thing is during Aurangzeb time, that was the same period, that he executed his two brothers, Darashiko and Murad, and the two were made as religious, not as political. So these were, and if I say, if it doesn't hurt others, that at present this model is currently in use in Punjab, where the Akal Takht Jathedar is being used by the political party to use edicts, hukamnamas favoring the political party, and Jathedar is replaced at the will of the political party if and when they think so. Okay, number 3 was the Wahhabi model. In the Wahhabi model, the ruler, in the interest of his rule and the stability of his dynasty, implemented Sharia and allowed ulema to play a leading role in the state affairs. But what happened was that sometimes ulema captured the political power and established a religious state and forced people to follow their religious agenda. That is seen today in Iran. Now let's go to the Gurmat view. In Gurmat, politics and dharma. No, dharma, I said dharma, not religion. Politics and dharma go together as hand in glove. During the time of Sikh Gurus, Mughals were ruling India. That was the second model which I described.
Right.
The Sikh Gurus fought against the political cum religious persecution of the Mughal rulers. Here we are saying come religious because the religious leaders were also part of that. Guru Nanak, through his Bani, raised a strong voice to protest against the oppression. So let's see what is the difference between religion and dharma.
Yeah,
First.
that's very important because generally we think religion and dharma is the same thing.
Yeah. So when we go to Oxford Dictionary defines religion as the belief in and worship of a superhuman controlling power, especially a personal god or gods. These belief systems differ from religion to religion and even within the same religion. Encyclopedia Britannica defines dharma in Hinduism as the religious and moral law governing individual conduct. Now, this is the Hinduism dharma. Religious and moral law governing individual conduct. There is no mention of gods, goddesses, and the rituals. In Buddhism, dharma is the doctrine, the universal truth common to all individuals at all times. Again, there is no mention of gods, goddesses, or any rituals. And now dharma in Gurmat. Sant ka marg
Dharam ki paudi.
Dharam ki paudi. Kovod bhagi paye. The spiritual pathway is a ladder of righteous living found only by great good fortune. The pathway is a ladder in which we climb step by step.
Right.
And what is that Dharam ka marg? On page 1372, कबीरा जहाँ ज्ञान तह धर्म है,
है
जहाँ झूठ तह पाप.
राइट.
So this dharma is the gyan, the knowledge, the wisdom. सर्व धर्म में श्रेष्ठ धर्म,
हर को नाम
हर
जब
को
निर्मल
नाम
करम.
जप निर्मल करम.
राइट.
The best dharma is the dharma of doing good deeds according to the wisdom which we get from the Guru and the godly virtues we get out of it.
राइट.
When Guru Nanak was asked, हिंदू उड़ा के मुसलमान हुई, बाबा आके हाजिया, शुभ अमला बाजों दोवे रोई.
राइट.
So here again is the good deeds. And what are those good deeds? That is described on page 379. काम क्रोध माया मद मत्सर, एक हेरत सब जुए हारे, सत संतोख दया धर्म सच, ए अपने ग्रह भीतर वारे. Person who takes spiritual knowledge and wisdom from the Guru loses ardent sexual desire, anger, intoxication with worldly possessions, ego and jealousy as a stake in the game of chance, and usher in the mind voluntary service, that is seva, contentment, compassion, righteousness, and truthfulness. Now, this is the Dharam according to Gurmat.
Right.
There is nowhere, anywhere written about God, worshipping the God, or doing any ritualistic
Right.
activities.
Excellent. Dr. Saab, it's time for a break. Let's go for a break. We'll be shortly back and we'll continue with this wonderful discussion and learn more from you as to what we need to understand about religion, dharam, and politics. We'll be shortly back.
हर रंग है ਸਾਡੇ ਕੋ, ਹਰ ਮਾਡਲ, ਹਰ ਇੱਕ ਦੀ ਆਪਣੀ ਵੱਖਰੀ ਪਹਿਚਾਣ. ਅਸੀਂ ਇੱਕ ਪਰਿਵਾਰ ਹਾਂ, ਸਾਡਾ ਕਰਮ ਹੈ ਅੱਗੇ ਵਧਾਉਣਾ, ਸਫ਼ਰ ਨੂੰ ਸੌਖਾ ਬਣਾਉਣਾ. ਬਸੰਤ ਮੋਟਰਸ, ਤੁਹਾਡੇ ਨਾਲ, ਤੁਹਾਡੇ ਕਰਕੇ.
During Vaisakhi, Sikhs around the world celebrate the establishment of the Khalsa. It is a time for faithful rededication to the core Sikh values of Seva, which is selfless service to others. Sikhs use this time to bless others, offering help and hope to those around them. As you continue to carry this inspiring legacy forward with generosity, I extend best wishes to all those celebrating. Happy Vaisakhi.
है जुल्म ढाने का अंदाज भी कितना हंसी, हमारी जान पर बनाई है जब जब उसने अंगड़ाई ली. कभी खामोश रहते हैं, कभी शोर होता है. मोहब्बत में शरारत का मजा कुछ और होता है. दिल को जज्बात का तोहफा, खामोशियों को बात का तोहफा, खूबसूरती में जड़ी नजाकत अदाओं की चांद से मुखड़े को चांद सा तोहफा.
भारत ज्वेलर्स, सच्चे प्यार की चमक जैसा. पायल बिजनेस सेंटर सरी.
ਕੀ ਤੁਸੀਂ ਸਰੀ, ਡੈਲਟਾ, ਰਿਚਮੰਡ, ਐਬਸਫੋਰਡ ਜਾਂ ਵੈਂਕੂਵਰ ਵਿੱਚ ਨਵਾਂ ਘਰ ਬਣਾਉਣ ਬਾਰੇ ਸੋਚ ਰਹੇ ਹੋ ਜਾਂ ਫਿਰ ਪੁਰਾਣੇ ਘਰ ਨੂੰ ਰੈਨੋਵੇਟ ਕਰਨਾ ਚਾਹੁੰਦੇ ਹੋ? ਤੁਹਾਨੂੰ ਲੋੜ ਹੈ ਇੱਕ ਤਜਰਬੇਕਾਰ ਬਿਲਡਰ, ਇੱਕ ਕ੍ਰੀਏਟਿਵ ਇੰਟੀਰੀਅਰ ਡਿਜ਼ਾਈਨਰ ਦੀ, ਜੋ ਤੁਹਾਨੂੰ ਸਹੀ ਤਰ੍ਹਾਂ ਗਾਈਡ ਕਰ ਸਕਣ ਤੇ ਤੁਹਾਡੇ ਸੁਪਨੇ ਦੇ ਘਰ ਨੂੰ ਉਸਾਰ ਸਕਣ. ਅੱਜ ਹੀ ਕਾਲ ਕਰੋ ਹਰਪ੍ਰੀਤ ਜਾਂ ਸੰਦੀਪ 6048259295 ਉੱਤੇ.
ਸਵਾਗਤ ਕਰਦਾ ਜੀ ਇੱਕ ਵਾਰ ਫਿਰ ਆਪ ਸਭ ਦਾ ਅੱਜ ਦੇ ਇਸ ਪ੍ਰੋਗਰਾਮ ਵਿੱਚ. ਪ੍ਰੋਗਰਾਮ ਤੁਹਾਡੇ ਤੱਕ ਪਹੁੰਚਾਇਆ ਜਾ ਰਿਹਾ ਹੈ ਅਭਿਸ਼ੇਕ ਗਰੋਵਰ ਮਾਰਗੇਜ ਕੰਸਲਟੈਂਟ ਦੇ ਸਹਿਯੋਗ ਦੇ ਨਾਲ. ਕਮਰਸ਼ੀਅਲ ਜਾਂ ਰੈਜ਼ੀਡੈਂਸ਼ੀਅਲ ਮਾਰਗੇਜ ਲੈਣੀ ਹੈ, ਫਸਟ ਟਾਈਮ ਹੋਮ ਬਾਇਰ ਹੋ ਜਾਂ ਤੁਸੀਂ ਆਪਣੇ ਘਰ ਦੇ ਰੀਫਾਈਨੈਂਸ ਕਰਾਉਣਾ ਹੈ ਜਾਂ ਕੋਈ ਵੀ ਇਨਫੋਰਮੇਸ਼ਨ ਮਾਰਗੇਜ ਸੰਬੰਧੀ ਲੈਣੀ ਹੈ, ਤਾਂ ਅਭਿਸ਼ੇਕ ਗਰੋਵਰ ਤੁਹਾਨੂੰ ਵਾਅਦਾ ਕਰਦੇ ਨੇ ਕਿ ਤੁਹਾਨੂੰ ਬੈਸਟ ਰੇਟਸ ਮਾਰਕੀਟ ਵਿੱਚੋਂ ਲੈ ਕੇ ਦੇਣਗੇ. ਇਹਨਾਂ ਦਾ ਐਡਰੈਸ ਹੈ ਯੂਨਿਟ ਨੰਬਰ 104 105 66 78 152 ਸਟਰੀਟ ਸਰੀ, 6678 152 ਸਟਰੀਟ ਸਰੀ. ਫੋਨ ਨੰਬਰ ਹੈ 604 786 1937, 604 786 1937. ਸਾਡੇ ਅਗਲੇ ਸਹਿਯੋਗੀ ਹਨ AMC ਇੰਸ਼ੋਰੈਂਸ. ਜੇਕਰ ਤੁਸੀਂ ਹੋਮ, ਆਟੋ, ਟਰੈਵਲ, ਬਿਜ਼ਨਸ, ਲਾਈਫ ਜਾਂ ਰਿਕ੍ਰੀਏਸ਼ਨਲ ਇੰਸ਼ੋਰੈਂਸ ਲੈਣੀ ਹੈ ਤਾਂ ਇਹਨਾਂ ਦੀਆਂ 9 ਬ੍ਰਾਂਚਿਸ ਨੇ ਲੋਅਰ ਮੇਨਲੈਂਡ ਵਿੱਚ, ਜੋ ਕਿ ਹਫਤੇ ਦੇ 7 ਦਿਨ ਖੁੱਲ੍ਹਾ ਰਹਿੰਦੀਆਂ ਨੇ ਅਤੇ ਤੁਹਾਨੂੰ ਸੇਵਾਵਾਂ ਪ੍ਰਦਾਨ ਕਰਦੀਆਂ ਨੇ. ਸਵੇਰੇ 9 ਤੋਂ ਲੈ ਕੇ ਰਾਤ ਦੇ 9 ਵਜੇ ਤੱਕ ਕਿਸੇ ਵੀ ਸਮੇਂ ਜਾ ਸਕਦੇ ਹੋ ਜਾਂ ਫੋਨ ਕਰ ਸਕਦੇ ਹੋ 604 507 6666, 604 507 6666. ਸੋ ਅੱਜ ਦੇ ਇਸ ਪ੍ਰੋਗਰਾਮ ਵਿੱਚ ਆਓ ਮੁੜ ਤੋਂ ਅਸੀਂ ਤੁਹਾਡੇ ਨਾਲ ਸਾਂਝ ਪਾਉਂਦੇ ਹਾਂ ਅਤੇ ਬਹੁਤ ਹੀ ਇੱਕ ਮਹੱਤਵਪੂਰਨ ਵਿਸ਼ੇ 'ਤੇ ਜੋ ਗੱਲਬਾਤ ਚੱਲ ਰਹੀ ਇੰਗਲਿਸ਼ ਦੇ ਵਿੱਚ, ਪੋਲੀਟਿਕਸ, ਧਰਮ ਐਂਡ ਪੋਲੀਟਿਕਸ. What Dr. Kala Singh is going to tell us further. Let's join him and learn more from him. Dr. Kala Singh ji, once again welcome back, and you have very clearly explained what is the difference between religion and dharam, and according to the Gurmat concept, what else should we know about it?
Yeah, thank you very much, Harpreet Singh ji. We're talking about religion and dharam being different. Religion is the English and dharam is the Punjabi or Hindi. But when we translate dharam into English, the nearest one is religion, and when we translate religion into a Punjabi or Hindi, it is dharam. But they are in fact not. Both of them are not same. Uh, Gurus and Bhagats raised their voice against the religious leaders of that time. When we look into page 662 of Guru Granth Sahib, Kadi Kood Bol Mal Khaye, Brahman Nave Jiya Kaye, Jogi Jugtra Jane Andh, Tine Ujade Ka Bandh. Kaji, who is an Islamic priest, tells lies regarding Sharia law and takes bribes. Brahman, who is a Hindu priest, exploits innocent people and then takes sacred bath. Yogi is also ignorant and do not know the true way of life. All three are religious leaders in their own way, but all of them are void of spiritual knowledge. On page 1158, Guru says, Hamra chagara rahana ko pandit mula chhade do rahao. Pandit mula jo likh diya, chhad chale hum kachu na liya. Bhagat Kabir is saying, I have reached that state of mind where my mind has imbibed the godly virtues. Now I have realized the futility of both the Pandits, the Hindu religious scholar, and the Mullah, the Muslim priest. I have abandoned Hindu rituals and Islamic Sharia. Whatever the Pandits and Mullahs have written regarding rituals and Sharia, I do not accept any of it and I reject them. This is what Bhagat Kabir says. Now, to clarify it further, fifth Guru, Guru Arjan Pacha, wrote in page 1136, Paru Mahla Panjama, Varat na rahuna meh Ramadana, जिस से भी जो रखे निदाना एक गुसाई अल्लाह मेरा हिंदू तुर्क दुहाने बेरा रहाओ हज काबे जाऊं ना तीर्थ पूजा एको सेवी अवर ना दूजा पूजा करूं ना निवाज गुजारूं एक निरंकार ले रे नमस्कारूं ना हम हिंदू ना मुसलमान अल्लाह राम के पिंड पुराण कहो कबीर ए किया वखाना Gur Pir Mil Khud Khasam Pachana. Now this was Paru Mahla Panjama, but at the end, instead of writing Nanak, here Guru Arjan Pacha has written Kaho Kabir, because he was clarifying the above slok of Bhagat Kabir. So here Guru Arjan Pacha says, I have given up my relationship and association with both Hindus and Muslims. My relationship and association is with one creator, whom Hindus call Gosai and Muslims call Allah. Neither I keep fasts according to Hindu rituals, nor do I observe rojas in the month of Ramadan. I serve only the one who protects me from ardent worldly temptations. I do not make pilgrimages to Mecca, nor do I worship at Hindu sacred shrines. I serve the one creator God and not any other. I do not perform Hindu worship services, nor do I offer the Muslim prayer. I have taken and worship only the one formless creator who is in my mind, I'm neither a Hindu nor a Muslim. My body and my breath of life belong to the one creator, whom Muslims call Allah and Hindus call Rao. Says Kabir, meeting the Guru Pir, my spiritual teacher, I have realized my master, my creator within me. So here we see that religion and dharam are totally different. Here Bhagat Kabir and Gurus are describing that we do not perform any ritualistic practices. Now we go to political field. Guru Nanak said on page 145, कलकाती राजे कसाई धर्म पंख कर उड़ रहा, कूड़ अमावस चंद्रमा देसे नाही कह चढ़िया, हो पालवे कुन्नी हुई, अंधेरे रहा ना कोई, विच होमे कर दुख होई, कौन नानक किन बिदगत हुई. Here Guru Nanak is saying Dharam pank kar ud raya. Dharam. Which Dharam? Which we just described above, which Bhagat Kabir and then fifth Guru were describing. Guru Nanak said, Raje si mukadam kutte, jaya jagan बैठे सुते, चाकर रहता पहने कहो, रात पित कुत्तो चट जाहो. That is page 1288. Guru Nanak, without any fear of, is comparing rulers with the tiger and their officials with dogs who harass people anytime they like. So we are coming to religion, coming to Dharam, and coming to politics. Here, gurus are into the politics at this time. When Guru said, Raja si mukadam kutte, darshan dekhiye daya na hoye, le dite min rahe na koye, Raja न्याव करे हाथ होए, कहे खुदाए ना माने कोई. That is page 350. Guru Nanak explains the condition of that time, that there is no love left between people. No one help others without taking bribe. Even unscrupulous ruler administers justice after taking bribe. No one helps even with the invocation of God. Somebody says, Rabd karke manu meri help karo. But no, even with the invocation of God, nobody helped at that time. And in fact, nobody helping today also these days. On page 1088. Takat Raja so bahe je takhte laik hui. Though this thing is about the man, about the mind, but we can look into the sovereign also, that Guru Nanak said things which no other religious leader has said before. So gurus were much into the politics as they were in the spiritual side. Then we come into the fifth Guru again. Guru Arjan Pacha, after compiling Ad Guru Granth Sahib and installed it in Amritsar Darbar Sahib. Guru Arjan Pacha at that time was called Satguru and Sacha Pacha by the Sikhs. Sacha Pacha means true king. His assembly was called Darbar, that is the court. And his seat where he was sitting was called Takhat, that is a throne. That's why Darbar Sahib Amritsar is now called Darbar Sahib, and it emerged as a self-governing, self-supporting, self-propagating institution. One of the charges leveled against Guru Arjan Pacha by Jahangir was that he is calling himself Sacha Pacha, the true king, and he is an aspirant to sovereign power. Only because he was calling himself, not he was calling himself, but Sikhs were calling him Sacha Pacha. Guru Arjan, before being martyred, told Sikhs to fight the oppression with the arms. I'm coming into the politics side of the Gurus. His son and the successor Guru Hargobind Sahib had started weapon training during that time.
Absolutely. So, Dr. Sahib, before we delve into the political side of this discussion, it's time for a break. Let's go for a short break. We'll be back and we'll continue with the discussion from here onwards as to, how this all transformed and what happened. And as you very rightly said, at that time, arms training was started to be given. So what all happens, we'll learn from.
ਘਰ ਇੱਕ ਐਸੀ ਥਾਂ ਹੁੰਦੀ ਹੈ ਜਿੱਥੇ ਹਰ ਕੋਈ ਆਪਣੀ ਨਿੱਜੀ ਜ਼ਿੰਦਗੀ ਦੇ ਸੁਨਹਿਰੀ ਪਲ ਯਾਦ ਰੱਖਦਾ ਹੈ। ਉਹ ਜਗ੍ਹਾ ਜਿੱਥੇ ਉਹ ਰਹਿੰਦਾ ਹੈ ਤੇ ਪਿਆਰ ਭਰਿਆ ਜੀਵਨ ਬਤੀਤ ਕਰਦਾ ਹੈ। ਇਹ ਗੱਲਾਂ ਤਾਂ ਹੀ ਪੂਰੀਆਂ ਹੁੰਦੀਆਂ ਨੇ ਜਦ ਕਿਸੇ ਜਗ੍ਹਾ ਨੂੰ ਸਜੇ ਹੋਏ ਘਰ 'ਚ ਬਦਲਿਆ ਜਾਵੇ। ਨਵੇਂ ਘਰਾਂ ਨੂੰ ਫਰੇਮਿੰਗ ਤੋਂ ਲੈ ਕੇ ਫਿਨਿਸ਼ਿੰਗ ਤੱਕ, ਡ੍ਰੇਪਰੀ, ਪੇਂਟਿੰਗਸ ਤੋਂ ਲੈ ਕੇ ਡੈਕੋਰੇਸ਼ਨ ਐਸੈਸਰੀਜ਼ ਤੱਕ, ਤੁਸੀਂ SK ਹੋਮ ਡਿਜ਼ਾਈਨਸ ਦੀਆਂ ਪ੍ਰੋਫੈਸ਼ਨਲ ਸਰਵਿਸਿਜ਼ ਲੈ ਕੇ ਆਪਣੇ ਸੁਪਨਿਆਂ ਦੇ ਘਰ ਨੂੰ ਹਕੀਕਤ 'ਚ ਬਦਲ ਸਕਦੇ ਹੋ। ਕੰਟੈਕਟ ਕਰੋ ਸੰਦੀਪ ਕੌਰ 6048259295।
ਜੇ ਕਿਸੇ ਬਿਜ਼ਨਸਮੈਨ ਨੂੰ ਕੋਈ ਪਿਆਰ ਕਰਦਾ ਹੈ ਤਾਂ ਕੀ ਵਜ੍ਹਾ ਹੋ ਸਕਦੀ ਹੈ? ਸੁਖੀਬਾਟ ਮੋਟਰਸ ਦੇ ਓਨਰ ਸੁਖੀਬਾਟ ਨੂੰ ਵੇਖ ਕੇ ਇਹ ਗੱਲ ਸਮਝ ਆ ਜਾਂਦੀ ਹੈ। ਇੰਟੈਲੀਜੈਂਸ ਦਾ ਉਦਾਹਰਨ ਇਹ ਹੈ ਕਿ ਕਾਰ ਸੈਗਮੈਂਟ ਤੋਂ ਵੱਖ ਸੁਖੀਬਾਟ ਮੋਟਰਸ ਲੈ ਕੇ ਆਏ ਨੇ ਸਰੀ ਦਾ ਪਹਿਲਾ ਟਰੱਕ ਸੈਂਟਰ, ਜਿੱਥੇ ਤੁਹਾਡੇ ਲੋੜ ਦੇ ਹਿਸਾਬ ਨਾਲ ਤੁਹਾਨੂੰ ਲੋੜੀਂਦੇ ਟਰੱਕਸ ਬਾਰੇ ਗਾਈਡੈਂਸ ਦਿੱਤੀ ਜਾਂਦੀ ਹੈ। ਸਪੇਸ ਮੋਡੀਫਿਕੇਸ਼ਨ ਤੇ ਫਿਊਲ ਐਫੀਸ਼ੀਐਂਸੀ ਸਭ ਨੂੰ ਧਿਆਨ ਵਿੱਚ ਰੱਖਿਆ ਜਾਂਦਾ ਹੈ। ਸੁਖੀਬਾਟ ਟਰੱਕ ਸੈਂਟਰ ਇਹਨਾਂ ਟਰੱਕਾਂ ਨਾਲ ਹੀ ਹੈ ਟੌਰ।
ਵੈਨਕਾਸਾ ਟਾਈਲ ਅਤੇ ਸਟੋਨ ਸ਼ੋਰੂਮ ਇੱਕ ਐਸੀ ਥਾਂ ਹੈ ਜਿੱਥੇ ਤੁਹਾਨੂੰ ਹੋਲਸੇਲ ਕੀਮਤਾਂ ਤੇ ਹਰ ਕਿਸਮ ਦੀਆਂ ਟਾਈਲਸ, ਸਟੋਨ, ਮਾਰਬਲ, ਬੈਕਸਪਲੈਸ਼, ਮੋਜ਼ੇਕ ਆਦਿ ਵਾਜਬ ਕੀਮਤਾਂ ਤੇ ਮਿਲ ਸਕਦਾ ਹੈ। ਇਟਾਲੀਅਨ, ਸਪੈਨਿਸ਼, ਚਾਈਨੀਜ਼ ਪੋਰਸਲਨ ਜਾਂ ਸਿਰੈਮਿਕ ਟਾਈਲਸ ਜਾਂ ਮਾਰਬਲ ਸਪੈਸ਼ਲ ਆਰਡਰ ਤੇ ਜਾਂ ਕਲੀਅਰੈਂਸ ਤੇ ਲੈ ਸਕਦੇ ਹੋ। ਮਾਲਕ ਡਾਇਰੈਕਟ ਟਾਈਲਸ ਇੰਪੋਰਟ ਕਰਦੇ ਹਨ, ਜਿਸ ਕਰਕੇ ਵਧੀਆ ਕੁਆਲਿਟੀ ਦਾ ਸਮਾਨ ਤੁਸੀਂ ਆਪਣੇ ਘਰ ਦਾ ਸ਼ਿੰਗਾਰ ਬਣਾ ਸਕਦੇ ਹੋ। ਅੱਜ ਹੀ ਵਿਜ਼ਿਟ ਕਰੋ 13042 84 ਐਵਨਿਊ ਸਰੀ। ਪੰਜਾਬੀ ਹਿੰਦੀ ਵਿੱਚ ਗੱਲ ਕਰਨ ਲਈ ਕਾਲ ਕਰੋ 604 330 7363 604 330 7363।
हर रोज पूछे ये हवाएं, हम तो बता के हारे, क्यों जिक्र तेरा करते हैं हमसे तारे। हर रोज पूछे ये हवाएं, हम तो बता के हारे, क्यों जिक्र तेरा करते हैं हमसे तारे। अब किससे है तेरे इन होठों पे मेरे इज़हार आया, दिल को करार आया, तुझ पे है प्यार आया, पहली पहली बार आया ओ यारा।
ਅੱਜ ਦਾ ਇਹ ਪ੍ਰੋਗਰਾਮ ਤੁਹਾਡੇ ਤੱਕ ਪਹੁੰਚਾਇਆ ਜਾ ਰਿਹਾ ਹੈ ਅਗਨੀਹੋਤਰੀ ਇਮੀਗ੍ਰੇਸ਼ਨ ਦੇ ਸਹਿਯੋਗ ਦੇ ਨਾਲ। ਟੈਂਪਰੇਰੀ ਸਟੇਟਸ PR ਹੋ, ਨਵੇਂ ਹੋ ਕੈਨੇਡਾ ਵਿੱਚ, ਕੈਨੇਡਾ ਆਉਣਾ ਚਾਹੁੰਦੇ ਹੋ, ਇਮੀਗ੍ਰੇਸ਼ਨ ਸੰਬੰਧੀ ਕੋਈ ਵੀ ਜਾਣਕਾਰੀ ਲੈਣੀ ਹੈ ਤਾਂ ਨੀਰਾ ਅਗਨੀਹੋਤਰੀ, ਜੋ ਕਿ 2006 ਤੋਂ ਸਰਟੀਫਾਈਡ ਇਮੀਗ੍ਰੇਸ਼ਨ ਕੰਸਲਟੈਂਟ ਵਜੋਂ ਕੰਮ ਕਰ ਰਹੇ ਨੇ, ਤੁਹਾਡੀ ਮਦਦ ਕਰ ਸਕਦੇ ਨੇ। ਹੋਰ ਜਾਣਕਾਰੀ ਲਈ ਕਾਲ ਕਰੋ 6045972284 604 597 2284। ਸੋ ਅੱਜ ਅਸੀਂ ਗੱਲਬਾਤ ਕਰ ਰਹੇ ਹਾਂ ਜੀ ਧਰਮ ਅਤੇ ਸਿਆਸਤ ਦੇ ਸੰਬੰਧ ਵਿੱਚ, ਰਿਲੀਜਨ, ਧਰਮ ਐਂਡ ਪੋਲੀਟਿਕਸ, ਅਤੇ ਡਾਕਟਰ ਕਾਲਾ ਸਿੰਘ ਜੀ ਸਾਡੇ ਮਹਿਮਾਨ ਨੇ। ਡਾਕਟਰ ਸਾਹਿਬ ਨਾਲ ਆਓ ਗੱਲਬਾਤ ਦਾ ਸਿਲਸਿਲਾ ਅੱਗੇ ਤੋਰ ਕੇ ਹੋਰ ਜਾਣਕਾਰੀ ਲੈਂਦੇ ਹਾਂ। ਜੀ ਡਾਕਟਰ ਸਾਹਿਬ, ਸੋ ਤੁਸੀਂ ਦੱਸ ਰਹੇ ਸੀ ਕਿ ਕਿਵੇਂ ਹਾਊ ਦ ਪੋਲੀਟੀਕਲ ਐਂਗਲ ਗੋਟ ਇਨਟੂ ਦਿਸ ਕਨਸੈਪਟ, ਇਟ ਕੇਮ ਫਾਰਵਰਡ, ਸੋ ਵਾਟ ਆਲ ਹੈਪਨਡ ਐਂਡ ਵਾਈ ਇਜ਼ ਇਟ ਇੰਪੋਰਟੈਂਟ?
हाँ जी, we have already talked about how the gurus had done dharam, and now then how they were in the politics also at that time.
Right.
And we talked up to Guru Arjan Pacha, that how he was martyred, and during his time Guru Hargobind Pacha was already taking Shastra training from Baba Buddha Ji. So you would say that Baba Buddha Ji gave Shastra training to Guru Hargobind Sahib. That means Baba Buddha Ji was already trained in Shastra. That means he must have started his training long time ago. That's why he became a trainer. If he was taking the training, that means other Sikhs must have also been taking training long time ago. Even during Guru Nanak's time, maybe. And when Guru Hargobind Singh made the army, the Sikhs must have been ready in a military practice in the Shastra, for some time. So this all says so that the Shastra training and into the politics, Sikhs were there even during Guru Nanak's time. And Guru Hargobind Pacha had 2 flags and 2 swords of Miri and Piri, temporal and spiritual authority.
Right.
He constructed Akal Bunga, which he called Akal Takhat now, the throne of the timeless, in front of Darbar Sahib. Guru Hargobind Sahib built a fortress in Amritsar called Lohgarh. That shows the political power. He had his own flag and a war drum called Nagara, which was beaten twice a day. So that shows how much gurus were in the politics also at that time. The ninth Guru, Guru Tegh Bahadur, when we come to his martyrdom, Aurangzeb told Guru Tegh Bahadur Pasha that if Guru, that he would they said that Aurangzeb said that I will give aid to the Guru if he confines his activities only to the religious side and do not interfere in the political matters. Let me do whatever I'm doing to the Brahmins. Don't interfere. But Guru refused. So that shows Guru Tegh Bahadur's involvement in the political side. The 10th Guru, Guru Gobind Singh Pacha, he created Sant Sipahi, saint soldiers, gave them a distinct look, gave them 5 Ks. By ending the Guruship, he gave authority of the Guru, that is spiritual sovereignty, to the Adi Guru Granth Sahib, and of corporate decisions, that is temporal sovereignty, to the Khalsa Panth. And Sarbat Khalsa were held at Darbar Sahib complex Amritsar to pass Gurmatas, that is a collective decision. Seeing Darbar Sahib, the religious and political headquarters of Khalsa Panth, Abdali attacked it thrice. So that shows how much Sikhs and Gurus were involved in the politics also. The above history now shows, Harpreet Singh Ji, that Guru Nanak outlined and laid down the foundation of spiritual, economic, social and political framework for the society.
Right.
And subsequent Gurus carried out the work. And after that, Baba Banda Singh Bahadur, he was his sovereign king. He is the one who abolished Zamindari system, and he is the one who granted property rights to the people who were tilling the land. Sikh missals used to meet at Akal Takht, Amritsar, to discuss matters of common welfare and chalk out plans of joint action against their enemies there. Maharaja Ranjit Singh was a secular king. The rule of humble Halimi Raj he started. This goes up to this point. Then when we come to 1920, the Shromani Akali Dal is a Sikh dharmic political organization. I'm not saying it religio-political, because in English people do say even now religio-political, but I say dharmic political organization,
Right.
which was established for the Gurdwara reformment. And the Gurdwara reformment movement was a political movement. And Pandit Madan Mohan Malviya was so much impressed from that he advised that to get independence from the Britishers, Hindus should baptize at least one member of their family as a Sikh. With that, Akali Dal emerged as a formidable force in the struggle against British Raj. And Congress leaders at that time never ever objected to the combination of dharmic, social and political objectives of Akali Dal. When we come to Mahatma Gandhi, at a function in Gurdwara Shishganj, which was attended by Mahatma Gandhi, Madhusudan Singh raised the fear that Congress, once come into power, might go back on its assurances to the Sikhs. Mahatma Gandhi, to allay the fears of the Sikhs, declared, I ask you to accept my word and the resolution of the Congress that it will not betray a single individual, much less a community. Let God be the witness of the bond that binds me and the Congress to you. I venture to suggest that non-violence creed of the Congress is the surest guarantee of good faith, and our Sikh friends have no reason to fear that it would betray them. Thus, Mahatma Gandhi recognized Gurdwara Shishganj and for that matter, any Gurdwara, a place for dharmic political activities. So now we see that Sikhs have been dharmic as well as religious. Anandpur resolution by the Sikhs is a reiteration of the demand made by the Sikhs in 1949, the Punjab Assembly, for implementing the promises made by the Congress in the Constituent Assembly in 1946. But because all those promises given by Mahatma Gandhi and the Congress were not fulfilled. Coming to the conclusion, to the end of it now, Harpreet Singh ji, the Gurus fought not only for social justice,
Right.
but also political oppression. In Gurmat, Dharam, not the religion, and politics are inextricably interwoven. Moral and ethical values of the politicians and rulers must be guided by Dharam,
Absolutely.
not the religion.
Right.
In Gurmat, Dharam, social, economic, and political life cannot be separated. The history of the Sikh struggle, starting from the times of the Gurus,
Right.
teaches us that the combination of Dharam and the politics leads to a better society in all aspects of life. Dharma-abiding lawmakers, while making the law for the people, will keep in mind Dharam. And the Dharam is path of righteousness, Shiva, contentment, compassion, and truthful life.
Wonderful.
So the laws made like this will be beneficial to everyone.
That's
and
right.
with that,
That's very right, Dr. Saab. Raj bina na taram chale hain, taram bana sab dale male hain, we say. And thanks for bringing the historical, the religious, the dharmic aspect into this discussion. And definitely, today we need to understand that dharam means righteousness. But today, the kind of politics which is becoming heavier on religion, that needs to stop. Ultimately, if this doesn't happen, then religion and politics cannot go hand in hand. Even in the Golden Temple also, where you talk about the temporal and the spiritual flag near the Akal Takht is higher than the other flag, which shows that religion is, dharam is important than politics. It's not the other way around what is happening today, that politics should not overshadow religion, and religion or dharam should be supreme, which should guide as to what kind of political way or political lead we have to take. Thank you very much for your discussion, and it's always a pleasure learning from you, and especially when you bring in the aspect from the aspect of Guru Granth Sahib. That is really important, and people learn a lot from you. Thank you ji. Vaheguru ji ka khalsa, Vaheguru ji ki fateh.
Vaheguru ji ki fateh ji.
So, Ace and Sade Aj de Mehman, Dr. Kala Singh, and today what he has talked about dharam, religion and politics, you learned from him as to dharam is basically living a way of your consciousness is awakened and you follow the path of righteousness. But today, are politicians or even our religious leaders understanding this concept? While we say, yes, politics and religion are inseparable in Sikhism, but definitely dharam has to be more important, and that is why if we follow that, then politics also will be going on the right side, but not the vice versa. What is happening now, the dirty politics is overshadowing our dharam. That should stop, and we should understand, we should force upon these politicians to follow the footsteps of our gurus, and we, first of all, we need to understand it, then only we can tell others. Once again, thank you to Dr. Kala Singh for bringing this aspect further, and if you want to talk to Dr. Kala Singh, you can call him directly at 778-900-7286. As far as this program is concerned, Monday to Friday, 6 p.m. Pacific Standard Time, we bring to you different issues, and the purpose is to educate you, inspire you, and to empower you. If you or anybody else wants to be a part of this program, you can contact me anywhere in the world through WhatsApp at 604-603-7555, or you can email me at harpreetsingshow@gmail.com. Once again, thanks for sparing your valuable time. Have a safe evening, stay healthy, and enjoy yourself.